Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal with the topic gender, school and society in the fourth semester of B.Ed second year course. Here we are going to deal with the subtopic gender roles and responsibilities assigned in schools and classrooms. What are the gender responsibilities that are assigned in the schools as well as classroom? Okay, we all know inside the classroom there are gender roles and responsibilities are there. In each classes there are representatives, girls representatives, boys representatives, etc. are there, isn't it? And also each work should be allotted to boys as well as girls. So here also we are going to discuss about the genders, roles and responsibilities assigned inside the schools and classrooms. Okay, we all know in schools, school representatives are there, class representatives are there. So we are going to deal with that. Okay, first we all know in the classroom we have representatives, and also the work should be allotted to girls as well as boys. For example, the girls should be cleaning the classroom, isn't it? The boys should take water, etc., isn't it? And also the girls, if the girls are doing work inside the garden, that means gardening work. The boys the girls will watering the plants, as well as the boys will sapling that plants, isn't it? These are all the gender difference inside the classrooms as well as schools. And also the teachers as well as the students are more responsible inside the classrooms. The teachers gives more importance to boys. Here we all know many classrooms or many schools we heard that boys should be given more importance because the boys get more appreciation and attentions because the girls the teachers appreciate the behavior and also the questions by the boys. Okay, so many research also find that the relationship between teachers as well as students is somewhat different. That means gender inequality is also inside the classroom. Okay, because however the teachers are trained inside the classrooms, the interaction strategy is better because the gender equality inside the classroom is given more importance. Okay, but most of the schools they didn't follow, but gender equality is more important inside the classrooms. Okay, we all know some teachers prefer to teach boys because the teacher says that the boys will respond more than girls. Okay, the girls, according to girls, they are not responding so much, but the boys respond so much. If they know or don't know, it's not a matter, but they will respond more to the teachers. So the teachers like to hear the response from the boys. Okay, and also there are some major reasons for girls to have low expectation, because portraying that the boys is inferior to girls. So in the inside the textbook also they portrayed that the boys is inferior to girls. And also there are gender bias inside the classrooms and examination related materials, and also physical facilities provided to the girls and operational spaces also given importance to boys than girls inside the classrooms. Okay, so the gender inequality is more inside the schools as well as classrooms. Okay, and also we all know these are the problems, the gender inequality problems going out through the schools. So some measurements. Some measurements for gender identity is also taking place. Okay, there are some measurements, that is gender equality or gender identity is given more importance to femininity or masculinity. Okay, so there are some measurements is also going on, but some assumptions, so there are some instrumental tests are to be conducted. There are two types of tests to be conducted. Sorry, there are two types of tests to be conducted. The first one is bum sex role inventory. The first test is bum sex role inventory. Okay, first test is bum sex role inventory, that is BSRI. BSRI, it was developed by the American psychologist Sandra L. Bum. Okay, the first test for finding gender identity among the students as well as boys and girls is, first inventory is bum sex role inventory, BSRI, developed by an American psychologist Sandra L. Bum in the year 1974. And also the second test, personal attribute questionnaire. Personal attribute questionnaire, this is the second test. For measurement of gender identity, two tests are there, bum sex role inventory and also personal attributes questionnaire. Okay, these are the two tests. Actually, this bum sex role inventory, that is BSRI, is developed by the American psychologist Sandra L. Bum in the year 1974. Here, the Sandra Bum, that is the examiner, that is the developer, identify the disposition of both masculinity and femininity inside the classroom. Okay, so the test is formulated with 60 different personality traits. The test is formulated with 60 different personality traits, which participants rate themselves based on a 7-point Likert scale. We all know in psychology you heard about this Likert scale. So the personality traits for 60 different traits conducted in a 7-point Likert scale. Okay, it is conducted for 20 masculine gender and also 20 feminine gender. In the same time, we should have 20 filler traits, that is gender neutral. Okay, neutral gender is also tested. 20 feminine gender, 20 masculine gender and also 20 neuter gender is for also tested for this bum sex role inventory. Okay, here in the BSRI test, all the traits are positively valued. Okay, all the traits are positively valued. One can get a maximum of score of 140. If we tested for 20 candidates, the question, that means the test should be for 7 Likert scale. That means 20 into 7, 20 candidates into 7 Likert scale. Okay, so if we get 140 scores, that means it is the maximum score. Okay, the minimum scores means 20 into 1. Okay, this is the masculinity test for bum spam sex role inventory. Okay, if one get a score of 80 and above, he possesses masculinity as well as femininity. Okay, if a girl is tested and he got the score of 80, means he got the femininity. If the masculine, that is male, is tested for this, if he got above 80, means that he possesses high masculinity. Okay, if he gets below 40, means he is possess low masculinity or femininity. Okay, it will take 50 minutes to complete this test. How many minutes? 50 minutes. For this test, you all know, we got selected 20 participants from male, 20 from female, 20 from neuter gender. It is for 7 Likert scale test. If we got above 80, means we have the femininity as well as masculinity. Okay, for feminine femininity, masculinity. Below means they possess low femininity as well as low. That means they were considered as what? Gender, they were considered to be the low level masculinity as well as low level femininity. Okay. Then the test, BSRA test, were categorized into 3 types. First one is sex typed, second one is cross-sex typed, third one is androgynous, and the last one is undifferentiated. 4 categorized tests were conducted for these 20 candidates. First is sex type, that means male report themselves as male, female reported themselves as female, and sex type. Second one is cross-sex type, that means the both female and male were mingled and conducting the test. Then the third one is androgynous. Here either males or females report themselves for high or both masculine identity. And the last one is under differentiate. That means we can't differentiate who is male and who is female. These are the 4 categorized for this BSRI sex inventory test. Okay. And also there is another type of test is also there. You all know personal attribute questionnaire. First one is BSRI BUM sex role inventory. The second one is personality attributes questionnaire, that is PAQ. Okay, this PAQ is a personality test measuring test. Okay, it is based on personality test. It has 2 dimensions, that is instrumentality and expressivity. Okay, it has 2 types of personality test, that is instrumentality as well as expressivity. This is developed by Janet T. Spence. This personal attribute questionnaire is developed by Janet T. Spence and Joyce Tapp in the year 1975. Here also this test also having 24 bipolar items, that is questionnaire with the rated of 5-point scale. 5-point scale means you all know. That means in the questionnaire we put some answers in the top of the, that is rarely, sometimes, never, like that. So for 24 questions are there, and also it is based on the answer based on 5-point scale. Okay, that is not at all present, not sure, present, highly present, like that. Okay, that means here we are going to identify the gender. That means femininity is present or highly present or not present or not sure, etc. Okay, this is the 5-point scale. Okay, this is all about the gender identity measurement test. There are 2 types of tests are there. BUM sex role inventory as well as personality attributes questionnaire. These are the 2 tests conducted for identifying the gender inequality among the students. Okay, then and also this is all about the test conducted by the schools to identify the gender equality. Okay, then next topic is gender discrimination in classroom interaction. Gender discrimination in classroom interaction. We all know while interacting inside the classroom, the teachers as well as the principals are somewhat who are they working inside the campus, they give difference between girls and boys. That means we all know in the colloquial languages they called as what some of the bad words should be used, kutti penne, like that, isn't it? They didn't give the proper name to the girls as well as boys, and also they treated very low. The girls should be treated very low, but nowadays it should be modified, and many changes should be done inside the classrooms as well as schools. So some rituals, some discrimination inside the classroom interactions. We all know some interactions should be given some what discrimination between boys and girls. That means school students should spend more hours in the school activities, isn't it? But if the discrimination is not in a proper way, means the girls cannot interrupt inside the classrooms. Okay, so research finding report that teachers utilize the competitive tendency between the teacher should utilize the competitive tendency between boys and girls. The teacher should identify and give importance to both boys and girls, and also he or she should find out the competitive tendency of the girls also. Okay. And also many research studies reveals that teachers more often interact to boys. Many researchers find that in the during interaction there is a discrimination. That means the teacher should more often interact to boys, paying more attention to boys, and also he should provide more time for spend more time for boys, and also providing feedback to boys. Okay, when the teachers is asked for this reason, the teachers replied that since boys ask about something frequently and volunteer, if the girl is not answering, means the boys is voluntarily answering, so then only the teacher give importance to boys. Like that the teacher reply to some of the questions put out by the researchers. Okay, and also apart from this, the amount of attention paid and feedback provided by the teachers to both boys and girls is also differentiated. Okay, that means they too differs because of this discrimination. If the teachers pay more attention to boys, the girl should be inferior in front of boys. Okay, the teacher do not give superior position to the boys. The boys and girls should be treated equally. Okay, the teachers interacted inside the classrooms and clarifying their doubts, expanding their answers both to girls and boys. No importance should be given to girls. Okay, and also next first we study the gender discrimination inside the classrooms. Next is gender discrimination in classroom rituals. Rituals means what? We all know rituals means we are traditionally following something. If we follow traditionally means it should be what come year by year, isn't it? We followed all through the year. We all know inside the classroom, when the teacher enters inside the classroom, we all stand up and say good morning or good afternoon, like that. This is a ritual followed by the followed in the classroom, isn't it? Likewise, inside the classroom, if the girls are not standing means it's a fault considered by the teacher. But if the boys is not standing means the teacher didn't bother about that. This is the teacher expected more from the girls than the boys. Then also cleaning the blackboard. If a boy is cleaning the blackboard, it is not interested by the teachers. That the teacher expected that the girl should be clean the blackboards. Okay. In the schools also, we all know already in the starting itself I told that the girl should be clean the classroom. It is also a ritual followed in most of the schools. And also wearing uniform is more important for boys, girls rather than boys. And also blaming, the teacher should blame the girls more instead of boys. Okay. And also if a boy violate a rule, the teacher is not bothered. Then and also if the teacher if he is coming late means the teacher permitted the boys inside the classroom. If a girl is late means she didn't permit the girl inside the classroom. These are some of the gender discrimination rituals followed inside the classroom. And also some routines, everyday routines also have some gender discrimination for boys as well as girls. And that means even though it was accepted that principles of boys and girls are be treated equally, routines we know the boys and girls also treated equally, but But in daily routines of the schools, females are not assigned equal importance to the responsibility when compared to boys. The boys should be give more important than the girls. The important assignments and responsibility should be given to boys only. And also in some of the programs, if we conduct a program, we should invite the guest as a male one. That means writers, speaker, singer. This we give only importance to male. We give less importance to the women writers, women staff, women social activities, etc. And also the restrooms and first aid facilities for girls and boys is also differentiated. That means the restroom is also not well provided for girls. Okay. And also no efforts are made to prevent sexual harassments to girls that happen in the school campus. Nowadays there is sexual harassment committees are there, but in olden days there is no effort to prevent sexual harassments to girls than to happen inside the school campus. Okay. Yeah, and also there are some disciplines is also not followed inside the classrooms. There are some discipline techniques for boys and girls should be followed inside the classrooms. Discipline, we all know discipline is equally important for boys and girls. That means some of the techniques should be followed for maintaining discipline. There are some that means we should use some techniques to overcome this discipline. That means most of the boys and girls are not well disciplined. The American Academy of Pediatrics and American Association of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and also National Mental Health Association recommended some of the techniques should be followed for maintaining discipline inside the classroom as well as children. The first one is rewarding good behavior. First technique is we should reward good behavior to both boys and girls. That means what? We should give some suggestions or some importance, or we should give some suggestions to the boys as well as girls for maintaining discipline. That means we can suggest. That means we should allow the students to be good. How he or she should be good or well disciplined inside the classroom. So we should reward good behavior for the students. Okay. Then and also next point is allowing to face the natural consequence. Nowadays we all know the consequence, the children can't face the consequence because they don't know how the parents are suffering and what are the sufferings done by the parents, etc. Isn't it? So they don't know the sufferings of the parents. So when the parent, if the child asks a pen or pencil or mobile, the parents immediately bought it and give to the children, isn't it? So they don't know the some sufferings from the parents. So first of all we should allow the children to face the natural consequence. That means some of the sufferings or some of the problems what and all we should make training to the students to face the consequence inside the classroom as well as home. Okay, from the home itself the parents should take effort to face the child to face natural consequence. Okay, and also logical consequence. Logical consequence means, that means this is also like that. If a child want to buy a toy, if he pick the toy, the teacher or parent should say it's not a it's not we can't able to buy this today because I have no money today. We should buy in the next week or next month. Like that we should tell the students or children to face some of the consequence. If we bought them immediately means in each and every activity he should need the immediate action. Okay, if one day you didn't buy something or one day you didn't give what the girl or boy asked, he can't adjust to that situation. So we should allow the children to face the natural as well as class logical consequence. Okay, and also taking away privileges. That means privileges means what? We all know, yeah, in our home also we should provide all the all the things to the children, isn't it? If we provide all the privileges, that means if what the girl is asked or what the boy is asked, if we should provide all the privileges, means he can't able to tolerate in some of the situations. Okay, so we should follow these techniques to make disciplines inside the classroom as well as society or home, etc. There are some discipline techniques. First one is what? First one is we should rewarding good behavior to the students, and also allow to face the natural consequence, and also allow to face the logical consequence, and also the last one is facing the given privileges. Okay, these all are the techniques to maintain disciplines. Okay, then some tips for maintaining discipline. These are first we studied about techniques of maintaining discipline. Then next one is tips for maintaining discipline. That is first making the discipline techniques fit to the children. Discipline techniques you all know, that means taking the reward, facing the challenges, etc. Isn't it? First we should make the child to follow these discipline techniques. Okay, we should follow the discipline techniques. Next point, communicating the discipline plan to the students. We should communicate the discipline plan to the students. It is very, very important. Communication is very, very important to parents as well as students, or children, or teachers as well as students. The communication is very, very important. And also the third one is we should respect the child. We should respect. We can't didn't do what they asked, etc. But we should respect the child's behavior. Okay, and the next one is we should not speak about bad words in front of the students or children. Okay, we should if we using bad word about the teacher, the child also using the bad words, isn't it? So we should not allow, the parents or teachers should not use bad words in front of the child. Okay, and also understand what is the child, what is the appropriate for, what is appropriate for your child's development. We all know there are some faults. Most of these students are not intelligent. If a student is intelligent, we should find out, or if she or he is not intelligent, we should find out the fault and give appropriate suggestions for your child development. Okay, and also we should look for the why behind behaviors. That means what? Some of the children asking questions, each and everything they should ask. Why this happened? Why is this ball round? Like that, many questions should be asked by the children, isn't it? For that, what we say, you keep quiet. Every time you are asking questions like that, we will scold them, isn't it? From in that situation, we won't scold them. Okay, if we scold them, means we can't develop. We can't develop the child behaviors. We should answer. If we know, we should answer immediately. Otherwise, we say that what? I will check it and inform you later. Like that, we should develop the child's discipline also. For maintaining child disciplines is very, very important. So then we should follow all these tips and develop the child's behavior as well as discipline. Okay, today in the overall we saw about the gender discrimination, roles and responsibilities inside the schools as well as classrooms, and also the measurement of gender identity. Then there are two tests are there: bump sex role inventory, and also tips for what are the what tips for maintaining disciplines. Okay, techniques for maintaining disciplines as well as tips for maintaining disciplines. These are all about today's topic. In the next topics, we see another topic related to gender, school and society. Thank you, students.